What's going on, guys? I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. This is another one of our vlog style videos. I am trying to branch out a little bit on this channel. I know most of you guys already know the whole spiel. This channel started with Pokemon content. That was kind of the foundation of this channel. I'm just branching it out a little bit and trying to do a little bit more to allow my creative process to flow a little bit better. And because there's so many things I think about on a daily basis that aren't linked to Pokemon, that I do kind of want to talk about. Some things that may or may not relate to you, but hopefully you get something out of these videos. So today's topic is not flying too close to the sun, right? You know the story of Icarus, or if you don't know the story of Icarus, he kind of builds wings. He's told that if he's gonna fly out of his out of this tower that he's, I think, locked up in. You could tell that I didn't look up the story right before I did this video, but I remember it. I remember learning about it. I remember learning about philosophy, and he ends up flying. He creates these wings. I believe he does it using some kind of wax or some kind of tar. Anyways, the story is that Icarus flew too close to the sun, and I don't think he got burned. I think his wings melted and he, fell. He fell from the air. But why is that? Why is this relevant, Orion? Because I feel like I'm flying a little too close to the sun these days. So it's one thing, getting by and doing the things you need to do, and then it's another thing wanting everything, wanting instant gratification, wanting it all so quick, so fast. And, it's a problem with our generation right now is, instant gratification, wanting everything to be, to happen now, to be instantaneous. When a lot of really good, hard work that we take pride in, it takes a long time. It takes a long time to build these things up. I don't think it's realistic that anybody is an overnight success. And usually with any overnight success, there's years prior to that, overnight success. But we need to take care of ourselves better, treat ourselves better, treat ourselves like we are our best friends, taking care of ourselves. I feel like a lot of people don't necessarily care enough about themselves. And this goes both ways, right? This goes into the sense of people don't care about themselves enough, so they don't do the things to take care of themselves. They don't take care of their body. They don't take care of their mental, and they overwork themselves. In some instances, some people are workhorses. I think I fall into both categories of caring too much and not caring enough. I've been a workhorse lately at the bar to a point where I don't even care about my downtime. I don't care about relaxing. I don't care. These videos are as close as I get to actually having some decent quality alone downtime. And even then, I'm doing something. So I really need to stop that and practice, being present and being still and relaxing. I have heard amazing things about meditating. And when I have a really, really tough day where there's a lot of stress, and there's a stress from my family, there's a stress with my mom and her health, there's a stress with, our dogs barking or having some kind of problem, or something with Aspen, our daughter, or something with Diana, she's having, a problem, and anybody in relationships can relate to this. Whenever your partner is having problems, you have problems equally. So you guys share the burdens, and that's kind of, the importance of, being a long-term committed relationship. You share everything. You share all of the struggles, and it can be nice sometimes, but it can also burden the other person. And so occasionally when I'm having a really rough day and there's too much going on, I will sit and just breathe in, breathe out for a little bit. And I usually find that I do feel a little more centered. I don't really even know what that means, but I just feel calmer. I feel a little bit calmer. You know, we're on Instagram, we're on YouTube, you're seeing what everybody else is doing. You're seeing the get rich quick stuff. You're seeing investment stuff. You're seeing workout videos. I follow so many different random, YouTube channels that you would look at my home screen and see that I like a lot of different things. And so I get inundated by all that information, all those thumbnails. I'm like, wow, people are really grinding this week. You see everybody doing stuff, and you have to push yourself. And so that's on YouTube. And then on top of that, I've been, we lost a couple people from work. So I've been, doing a lot of shifts by myself that I would normally do with other people working with me. And I've realized that it does take a village to run a business. It's been really, really hard. The other night we had a huge crowd at the bar. It was to celebrate Bob Marley, and it was fun, but at the same time it was grueling. I was in the trenches making food for people. I really felt like a fast food worker, honestly, or at least I felt like a fast food worker would probably feel. I was making orders upon orders of food. I think I made 70 orders of food, which might not seem like a lot, but when you pressure that into a couple hours of nonstop, I'm slinging cocktails. For those of you that don't know, that have just joined this channel or just found this channel, I run a bar here in Charlotte, Starlight on 22nd. It's a cool little eclectic place, and we do events all the time. Anyways, we had this Bob Marley event, and I had 2 people staffed to work with me. They didn't end up showing up, which is fine. I have to be prepared to take on anything. But I took on a huge room full of people. I probably should take a clip from our security cameras and just post it on here so you guys can see just how hard I work. And that is something that I would brag about, that I'm proud about, is how hard I work for everything. You guys watching this might see, oh, well, Ryan's wearing gold and he's wearing rings and he's like, oh, he's so flashy. He's such an a-hole. But I have worked really, really hard for this stuff, and I've spent a long time trying to shroud it, all of my videos, pretty much up until recently, all of my chains stayed behind my shirt. And I did that for a good reason, because I do value humility. I do value being humble and not being a bragger and a show-off. My dad is the best role model that you can look towards for that. My mom, the same. They're both extremely down-to-earth people. My parents are artists that came into Charlotte with nothing, and they really made something out of themselves. I'm really proud of them for that, and I look up to them for that. But I knew in my lifetime that I felt like I was special. I felt like I was going to be somebody, going to contribute something to the world. And I wanted to go into finance because I wanted to know how money worked in general. But here I find myself now on YouTube and running this bar, and I've got a family, and I'm doing stuff on eBay, which really isn't that big of a deal. That's kind of super easy. But it does all take time. And making these videos, uploading them, editing them, everything takes time. And I end up left with not much time for myself. And that's something that I think a lot of people in the content creating space, or just in everyday life, right? You're on your phone scrolling for 30, 40 minutes. You watch something on Netflix, you spend some time with your significant other, and then boom, work is right around the corner. It just feels like the days are rolling into each other. So I feel like I'm flying a little bit too close to the sun, and I need to take more time to relax. I might feel differently tomorrow. I know my job and my duty as a man and a provider in my household is to take care of my family. And so I think, you hit a point when you have a family where you're like, oh wow, it's really settled in that this is what my life is looking like. Like I'm going to be working my butt off pretty much until I'm dead. That's how I'm feeling right now. I feel like I'm just constantly working, and Diana is constantly working too. It's extremely tough work for her to be home watching Aspen all the time whenever I'm at work, which is now like 90% of the time. We have very little time that we get to spend together. Tonight we're actually going out to dinner, which will be nice because we haven't done that in a while. But you know, and even that is such a luxury, you know, to have time to go out to dinner. Like, I'm so relieved that that nobody has to make dinner here, that we don't have to worry about that or cleaning up anything. I'm looking forward to us just having some quality time together and not worrying about, you know, what comes next. So we're gonna go out to dinner tonight. That'll be nice. But be kind to yourself, because you probably need to meditate and rest and take time to just breathe in, breathe out, focus on your breathing. Really try to drop everything else that's going on in your life. And this is something, you know, do as I say, not as I do, right? Because I don't meditate enough. I don't sit and just be still and present enough. And it's something that's affecting every part of my life. When I'm at the gym, I'm on my phone. I'm worried about what content I'm going to make. I'm not even enjoying my workout. Today, I just left my phone here at the house because I was like, I can't even get through a workout where I enjoy the workout like it was when I first started, because I'm already thinking of like, oh, I have to do a video after this and I have to upload stuff. It's every creator knows that it is a constant struggle trying to make content. And this isn't necessarily just about YouTube, but in life, it's tough. It's work to continuously plan things out and manage your time. It's something that I'm not particularly good at. I think I'm getting better at it, but it's starting to feel like 24 hours in a day just is not enough time to get everything done. And, you know, I'm working late, so I wake up late. I wake up at like, you know, 10:30, 11 o'clock, and that's not good. That's not good. You want to wake up much earlier than that. Sleep's very important, but even if I get to bed by 1 in the morning, I should still be able to get up at 6, 7 a.m. You know, the human body only needs like 5 hours of sleep, I think it is. Which sleep is very important. It's important for muscle recovery. It's important for your mental health. You need to sleep, but I honestly think that I'm sleeping in a little bit later because I'm kind of procrastinating in a way. I feel like I'm sleeping in more now because I'm like, I don't look forward to what the day has to offer. And it's grueling getting up super early, but whenever I have been able to wake up super early, the whole day is in front of me. I highly recommend, if you are experiencing a burnout, you feel like you're flying too close to the sun, you're just doing way too much and not having enough downtime, being present, just sitting, maybe sipping some tea or some coffee and just sit there and just breathe. Like, I feel like getting up early can allow us much more time to do things like that, right? When you get up early, you're setting the tone, you're setting the pace for your day, and you're setting it at a very slow pace, right? If you're waking up midday, then the earliest you're going to be able to get something done is going to be lunchtime, right? Like, that's not a good way to be, and that's how I've been operating a lot recently, and I'm trying to stop that more, you know. And you know, all the social media, being on your phone 24/7, I'm like, it's so difficult to make genuine content like this where I'm just talking about my life and what I'm going through, because I'm not sure if it's going to be helpful or not, right? I'm rambling how I always ramble, but you know, it's important to take care of yourself. I hope that you guys get at least that out of this video, that it's important to take care of yourself and take time for yourself, because ultimately, if you can't help yourself, you can't help anybody else. And that applies to having a family, that applies to your friends, your relationships. You got to get you right before you can deal with anything else. You know, I've had a couple friends that were homeless for a period of time, and honestly, if I wasn't where I'm at in my life right now, I wouldn't have offered to help, because there would have been nothing that I could do for them if I couldn't help myself, right? I'm I already have a home, I already have a place to live. So one friend I allowed to stay here for a couple nights. Another friend, I found a situation where he could stay there for a couple weeks. But ultimately, you got to take care of yourself, and it's really hard to do that when you're constantly going, constantly working. I think a lot of people end up getting burnt out from working so much that they just don't appreciate their quality of life at all. And that is definitely one of the main points I am trying to make here, is that I'm working so much that I'm not fully appreciating the life that I have. And that's sad, right? I have a beautiful little girl. I have a beautiful fiance. We have a great little house. I have a great little bar gig. But what does it all matter if I'm making videos all the time, just never really fully present. It's something that I really, really want to work towards going forward. I think a big part of that just starts with getting up early, and I keep trying it and it doesn't seem to work, but tomorrow I'm going to try it again. I feel like if it's not good advice, it's at least an update. That's what these videos might serve to be. It might just be, an update from me, how I'm doing, the things that are going through my head. I'm really looking forward to this dinner tonight. I'm looking forward to, not having to worry about anything or do anything. Just be present with my family. Ultimately, I have all these goals, all these greater ambitions, but I'm losing time right now that's very, very valuable. And that's another message to anybody who's watching this. When you're choosing to make progress, in your own life, there's a sacrifice. There's always a sacrifice. And I want to be motivational, but I also want to be realistic at the same time. That, some people have reached out to me and they're like, with my family, like I just can't get out. I can't work out. I can't, I don't have the time to do this stuff. You have to carve out that time. But at the same time, I understand that spending time with your family, and your friends, right? Because I'm also going through a period of my life where I have not seen my friends longer than ever. Like, I used to see my friends very regularly, and with work and getting older and having a kid, I really feel like it's the settled down lifestyle of just like, you don't see anybody, all the experiences, everything is the same thing every day, just struggling to keep up with it. And just like meditating, spending time with the people you care about most, whether it's your significant other or your animals, right? We have 3 dogs, and I have a bearded dragon. He's in here right now. I'm looking at him. But, and actually, he's one of the things that allows me to be calm. Come here, little dude. There's something about this lizard that is very calming to me. I don't know if it's just his lifestyle of he just chills on his perch most of the time, but I like to think that there was a bigger reason why I got a bearded dragon. I've always liked lizards, but at the same time, I also, my dogs are very, very clingy. They always want my attention, and as does everyone in my life, between my family and my daughter and my fiance. And I don't know, I think even just sitting in this room and making these vlog style videos, like I said before, it's very therapeutic to me. It allows me to be more of myself and worry less about what kind of content I'm making. Even if it's not my best content, I know that, doing videos like this, it reaches out to a certain audience that is not my audience. It's not my typical audience. And I'm okay with that. Because ultimately, you should do videos because you enjoy doing videos. And if, for me, it was getting to a point where I wasn't enjoying making the same style videos over and over and over again. And I'm obsessed with Pokemon, right? Like, that's taken up a big portion of my life and all my time the past couple years. But, you know, the environment of YouTube is changing. The algorithms are changing. Everything is changing in this fast-moving society, in this fast-moving world. And, you know, right now, a lot of people are quitting and not making content anymore. And the only advice I have for you, if you're thinking about not making content or you're burning out too, is, you know, stick with it. Just keep making content, but at the same time, make content that you're really proud of and make content that you personally enjoy watching. Like, I actually, like, one of my favorite things to do is not watching Pokemon content. It's actually not. My homepage on YouTube consists of animals, workout influencers, I guess, which the time of influencers I feel like is drastically changing just because everybody is an influencer now. We are chilling. You are being great. This is also why I love having a lizard, is it's just a super chill animal that doesn't require a whole lot out of me, and he's living the life. He's just chilling. He's doing his own thing 24/7. He's almost like a little monk. Yeah, it's calming hanging out with you, buddy. But yeah, I feel like people just need to find something that they really, really want to talk about that more aligns with them as a person. And Pokemon, it just no matter how you spin it, it can't define you as a person. So I want my YouTube to be a representation and extension of my personality. And so that's why these videos are extremely important to me, because I do have a lot more to give and contribute. And when I leave this earth one day, I want to know that I left some kind of nugget of truth, some kind of information, something that maybe people can look back on. Maybe someday Aspen watches these videos and it allows her to get to know her dad better. You know, God forbid if anything ever happened to me. I do like the idea of YouTube kind of having these archives of, you know, endless videos from me. So I think it's pretty cool. It's a great way. YouTube, like, doing videos is a great way to hold yourself accountable, as well as, you know, talk about your own experiences in life. And I feel like a lot of my life personally has passed me by while I'm trying to achieve all these other things. But, like, what does it matter if you're not enjoying your quality of life? What does it matter if you're not spending time with the ones that you love the most? So I don't know. That's just something I want everybody to think about. For all my friends out there. Whoa. Holy crap. He moved quick. Okay, I'll leave you chilling there since you want to skirt so quick. That's the fastest I've ever seen my bearded dragon move. Hopefully he does not jump off the couch. But for all my friends out there that are watching this, and seeing that I'm trying to step out of my shell of doing, like, just Pokemon-based content, I appreciate you guys. Be kind to yourselves. Don't overwork yourselves too hard. In the last vlog style video, I talked about working harder versus working smarter. And, you know, I thought a lot about one of the comments, and, you know, God created us in a certain way. You know, if you're really smart and intelligent, then you should use that, right? That's an advantage that you can use so that you're spending less of your hard effort on trying to make a life for yourself, make things a little easier for yourself. But so it's kind of contradictory, because, you know, last week I felt like I was overworking, but I was proud of it, you know? Like, I was almost kind of living in a denial of just like, no, this is good. How hard I'm working all the time. Like, I'm proud of this. I work my butt off. Like, this is good. But I'm seeing what's at stake with how much I've had to work this week. I'm seeing that I'm losing a lot of time with the people that I care about. And I'm losing a lot of time for myself to just relax and, what's the word for it? Decompress. I need more time to decompress and just sit here. And sometimes I just sit and I look at my bearded dragon. I look at him just hanging out. But that's what I like about this room. This room is the sunroom is a very calming place for me. And so I look forward to doing more of these style videos. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. That's all I've got pretty much. Just take care of yourself, be kind to yourself, meditate, make sure you're getting a proper amount of sleep. And you know, you should be proud of working hard. Whoa, he just jumped right off the couch. Guy, I'm gonna put this guy back in his cage. Okay, let's put you back in here because you're crazy. All right. Anyways, that's a wrap, guys. Just thought I'd talk to you guys a little bit about what's going on with me. And yeah, I just need to take some time to think about what my goals are, what my ambitions are, and what I'd be giving up to go after those things. And it's something that I think people should think seriously. You know, whatever their goals are, whatever their ambitions are that they're chasing, don't give up the little things. Don't give up the things that they give so much happiness, but don't exactly feel productive, right? Like sometimes it's great to just binge watch TV all day and not care about anything. And so that's my plan after this video, is basically to binge watch stuff with my girls and eat some good food, go out to dinner later tonight, and just relax. Anyways, peace out, guys. I got some relaxing to do. And take care of yourself. Love yourself.